Hi everyone, in this session we're gonna be learning about function with parameters part 2, and we're gonna be using the program that we created before in the previous sessions, which is called using variables 2. And if we run our program right now, we have the moving cloud and the windmill. Okay, and this is the file, the codes right now. And now we're going to be focusing on the windmill, but before that I'm going to convert this cloud into a function very quickly. So what I do is void create cloud, close it 1. After that you have integer cloud x, and from here you close it and you call create cloud. You want to put x cloud, that one, this one you can just call cloud x. After that we have the windmill here, void create windmill. Alright, and let's try to run our program. Okay, so far so good, except we don't see the windmill, so we need to call the create windmill here. Okay. Now we have our windmill over here. Well, the question is this: suppose everything looks run well, but then if we want to move our windmill, let's see if we change the value of x tower. So x tower plus plus. See what will happen. Oops. Do you see that? So the fan stayed here, but the tower left. So there must be something wrong with it, right? So what we could do is we need to improve our function here. First of all, this is where the parameter will really help us. So we can say integer tower x, integer tower y. After that, obviously we're gonna change this to x tower and y tower. Right? And if we run our, still doesn't work. As you see here, we have the tower width and tower height over here. And we also have x fan and y fan over here. What we need to do is we need to move this one to here, and I will explain why. Alright, so now we need to replace this x tower with the parameter, with local variables over here. So we need to change it to tower x, and we need to change it to tower y. After that, we need to change this one to tar x as well, tar y, okay. The reason we move this here because we're gonna use it over here, and every time you call your function, the value will be updated. The values of these variables will be updated. If you create your variables over here. Previously, if we put it up here, when we change the value of x tower, it will not update. So that is why you don't see them moving. And now that we already move everything, move the global variables into the local variables, it should work. And let's try. You see that? So probably it's easier if we move it over. If we minus put it to the left, and see, now your tower works. All right. This might be a little bit difficult to understand, but I hope you can understand why I move the variables above to here. So these are global variables and local variables. That means you cannot call it outside of this function. So suppose you do print line tower width. Okay, it will give you an error. The variable tower width does not exist. But if you print it over here, it will not complain, and it will still works. Okay. All right, and that is the end of the session. I'll see you in the next session.